Good evening, guys. So Joel here. So welcome along to the stream, and we're going to be looking through today's trading and what market moves happened, and we'll look to some sort of a replay on using the TradingView replay tool, and just see kind of how things played out. So we'll have a look through some of the trades that we managed to secure today, and work out whether or not we've made the most of those trades or not, really. I'll just load up my MT4 cam. So I can have a look through some of the trades that we made. So first trade of the day was on the UK 100, so on the FTSE. So there it is. First trade of the day, and it was this one here that we took. So this is my first trade of the day. We took 1, 2, 3 entries, and we'll just kind of replay exactly how this happened. It was on the 1 minute chart that we took these. We'll do a 3x. And it was just like this. We took 1, 2, 3 entries. Price then fell off, and then we ended up taking our position profits somewhere around about there. A really nice trade, and really could not have maximized that too much more. It was a really nice entry, really nice sell, and took our positions pretty well. Nothing too much more we could have done. The only thing that in hindsight that we could have done is really continue to build this position, just simply because later on throughout the day, throughout the morning, we did get this the second trade. But then again, this is an opportunity where we did actually just check the MTA4 account. Did we go into that twice? 1, 2, 3 MT. Then we had, yeah, so we did. Then we went back into that trade a couple of hours later and took these here. Moved from us. No problem. Let's go back to it. Yeah, so we then started to take this position here. Once this triggered for us, had an alert set. That alert triggered. Just there, we took our sell entry. Now, this trade certainly could have been much, much better for us. But look, it is what it is. We'll just pause that for a second. We actually built 3 positions into this. But either way, same type of thing, 3 positions simultaneously right up onto that. And then we ended up taking our position profit somewhere around about here. Okay. Now, with hindsight, as you can currently see, this market continued to really sell off. So if we had a bit more patience, we could have made substantially more profits on this. But you know what? Taking profits early is never too much of a bad thing. Overall, profit is profit, and we've been able to make a significant amount of profit on this one. So it worked out pretty well. Apart from it could have been much, much better. But in my books, that's not a bad problem to have. If things could have only got better and they were already pretty decent, then you know what? I'll take that. So we ended up taking over. Let's get out of the replay mode. So that was one that we took. Now the next one that we have a look at was a euro pound trade. This was almost at the same time as the so we'll go on to so euro pound. This was right in the morning again. So look at the time when we did take that. Just around about the midday one. So yeah, it was this one. And we'll get our replay tool up and just kind of show you how this trade came through. Just there, we took our buy and took our profits pretty quickly on that one. So again, took profits quickly, and you know what? Pretty happy with that. It secured us some decent profit. Ignore the total amounts that we won, because obviously our account's different, sizes, etc. This is just really an indication, just to show entries and exits, etc., etc. So yeah, worked out pretty well. It was quite a quick trade, in and out, scalped the market. Let's see how things kind of progress for the rest of the day, and whether or not I didn't keep track with how this market ended. But it does look like we'd have had to at least suffer some decent drawdown into this trade if we did, and we'd have required another couple of entries. So we got a nice buy on that one. How could things gone if we did? Well, the reality is that it could have gone very, very nicely if we'd have held on to that trade, and kind of took an extra one there. So it was one that we missed, but you know what? You live and learn, and you know, if we miss a trade, then you know that's just sometimes how things happen. But we'll move on. It would have been a profitable one anyway. But you can see the strategy, and that's always a nice thing when you see trades that would have gone well for you, but you know you didn't get a chance to take them for whatever reason. Maybe I was busy throughout that period, or whatever the case may be. I was away from the charts. That's absolutely fine, because you know what? If you see that and they're working, then that's great. It's great to see your system working. So yeah, that would have gone pretty nicely. We could have held that throughout the rest of the day. You could have really held both of those entries, and kind of would have been a very nice trading day. But you know what? We'll happily move on. Now let's move on to what was the next trades that we took. Pound USD. Wow. Okay, so this is a great trade for us. These are ones I actually took on a stream, so you can see these trades live. If you look on my previous streams from earlier today, you would have seen, or even some of you who were present on that on that stream, I should get my words out, then you'd have been able to see this. So this is around about this period here. It was just towards the end of our stream. We finished the stream around about 2 p.m, just around there. So I didn't kind of get the chance to fully see that play out on the stream, but we were just here, and we took our sell position on the pound just as that came in there. So it was a nice entry, and oh, just pause. Can you actually move that up? I don't know. Okay, either way, we'll move on from that. So then what we ended up doing is on the smaller time frames, and I'll show you this in a moment. We took like 3 or 4 more positions here to average into the trade, because we were moving on the smaller time frame at this point, and we were able to make a few more entries into this trade. Now then, what actually happened was we kind of bounced through profitability a little bit into, out of, and kind of consolidated in this trade for quite some time. Now that's perfectly fine. We then kind of took our profits somewhere around about here, as both of these entries got back into profit. We were in that trade for a few hours, just as kind of things bounced around into a bit of drawdown, and just had to kind of manage that for a little bit, just watch it. But again, same as before, we could have really held this trade much longer. As you kind of see how this trade ends up playing out, we can see the market really did sell off throughout the day. So it's another one where we took profits a little bit early, earlier than what the market has offered, but again, profit's profit, and it was 100. Still able to win every trade that we entered, which is always a good thing. If you're always winning and you're always able to make a significant profit, then you know what, you're actually not doing too badly whatsoever. So things could have been better, but the fact is that it was still profitable. So that's what we always look for. And again, you can see the strategy is exactly the same, but I will just drop down and show you what these entries were like on the smaller time frame. So you can see here, look, right, so our original entry is one here. We saw some more up here and piled into the move as well. So we figured it may have even been on a 10-second as well that we kind of got these some more of these entries. You can see, yeah, well, we're kind of having a look through some of these time frames and just kind of piled into it up here, into a bit more of into this consolidation. Did mean that we had to sit there for a little while, but the benefit was that it moved our average position somewhere around about up here, which overall was profitable because once the move then started to come down, we were able to secure those profits early. So yeah, look, things could have been better in that trade. They could have held it longer, but still, money's money, profit's profit, and that's all that matters for us at the end of the day. So sorry, just seeing your message here from Mr. Sicko. So what's up, bro? So yeah, hopefully you had a profitable day as well, sir. And we've been able to make some money all around today. But all's good, 100% profitable day. And we'll move on to see what else we managed to make. So that was a majority of our day. Then what did we get on to here? Oh yeah, so here then I went on to the NASDAQ. US 100 was on the 1 second. And I'll just kind of show you how this played out. What time was that around about? Approximately. No, it was here. Which one was it? Was it here or here? One of these two. Can't remember exactly which one it was that I took. I think it was this one. So we're just going to replay how that went. Here's our tool. Drop down to 3 seconds. We'll play that. And this is exactly how things played out. We just kind of followed the strategy, took our buys as the indicator told us to, and then kind of managed the move from there. Now, the important thing with this strategy is just simply the two areas that you can go wrong is, for one, using too large of a lot size. So if you use your lot size too big and you simply aren't able to manage those, that can happen, and you end up going into a drawdown too large. So that's fine. Drawdown does always happen, but by using a smaller lot size, you're actually able to benefit overall. So we averaged into this trade because you're able to hold into those trades a little bit further. So we actually are able to buy all of these entries pretty nicely, and yeah, just you can see how things play out. To give you more of an insight into that. Another entry down here. Just 1 second, let me see. On the MT4 account, how did that play out? What pips did we get that for? About 5:30 we're done. So we ended up taking our profits, I think, around about here. Let's just see how things played out. Profit Profit was taken at 25. Yeah, so the profits were around about that similar level there, but in fact they were just there that we took the profits. Just here, yeah, 25, 16.25. So took these profits here. A small win, but overall, again, profitable. Moved the account in the right direction, and that's all that matters. Moving our account equity in the right direction. Okay. Now, finally, we then just recently, actually, in the last couple of hours, we also then, let's just kind of get out of this one. We again on the 1 second on the Nasdaq, we had a little bit of fun and got into this trade here. We saw these here, so multiple market bottom indicators actually firing, and this is the type of thing that can happen on a 1 second chart because it is just simply a tick chart, as it were. So you can get multiple positions where you have to kind of scale in. So it's the one thing just to be careful of, and that's what I mean by just using a smaller lot size allows you to average into these. But just with a small amount of patience here, waiting around for a few minutes, you're able to grab a very, very nice reversal. So it was really just at this point that we ended up getting into this trade and managing from here. So let's just kind of follow that through, exactly how things happened. And each time that we're getting these alerts, we're able to get our entries in. Okay. So we're able to get multiple entries in, really averaging into this position here. You can see how things play out. We really kind of give ourselves as much opportunity to average into this and ended up building a very nice sizable position in this trade, actually, which you know, some people, when they look at a strategy like this where dollar cost averaging into a position, and when you see drawdowns like this, it's counterintuitive because actually in some ways with this strategy you're able to welcome these opportunities because it enables you to build a sizable position into the trade and ultimately profit a larger dollar amount. So that's exactly what we did here, using all of these opportunities, averaging into the trade. And you can see this is where the average entry position is. Even though our first entry is here, once we start adding more into here, the average entry starts dragging down and it enables us to get into that profitable zone much quicker. So added a few more positions here as things kind of play through. And you can note here, our first entry was at 8:30. This is only 5 minutes worth of time here, so absolutely no concern whatsoever with how things play out. So yeah, thank you, Abbas. Just seen your message. So trades went really, really well today. 100% accuracy, profitable on all of our trades, and yeah, just kind of reviewing those at the moment to see how things play out for everybody, and just kind of revisiting exactly how things played out. We then ended up taking our position somewhere around about here. It's a decent amount of profit. In fact, was something similar to what you can see here. And yeah, very nice position because we were enabled to build into that trade, building a sizable position. So once we did move into profit, we're paid well for that patience. However, as you can currently see, as we kind of just fast forward this, things just then kind of went crazy on Nasdaq over the last kind of an hour or so, last couple of hours, and went skyrocketing here. Look, and you can see how the market started moving, and we could have actually probably doubled our profits at least on this. But again, do you know what? For a theme of today, it worked out pretty well, and that's absolutely fine because if we've taken our profits early, and that's really the only thing that we've done badly today, and it's just all that happened was that we could have got more profit, but we still got some. I'm pretty happy with that. I can live with that for sure. You know, you don't want days where you you know, could have been profitable, but you ended up taking a loss. Those are hard to take. But if you've still got something to show for the day, and still manage to make a decent profit, then that's absolutely fine. That's always good. So yeah, we kind of let this play out because this really did start going crazy. As you can see already, that was a great move. All of these, even if so, we got into this position quite late. We'd already seen a number of these kind of go past, and we ended up getting in on these ones. But you can see even these first positions would have still been profitable and would have paid you extremely, extremely well. So if you'd have built your position with all of these, you'd really be profiting huge amounts here on the upside. So that's always great to see. That the strategy always works and that you're able to still make significant amounts of profit. So yeah, everything went pretty well today for us. I mean, how did you guys get on? How have your trades came out of? How did you come out of the wash, as it were, today? And did you manage to turn a profit? That's the major thing. Did we make a profit? There we go. We'll just kind of leave that there. So those were the trades that we took today. What I'm interested in doing is just having a look here on the 1 minute chart, because this is typically what I usually look on, is the 1 minute charts. I'm interested to see what trades did we miss. So we can already see here there is an opportunity on Bitcoin. There's a couple of entries that have fired up recently as the market dropped quite considerably. You can see throughout today, the market has dropped quite a bit. Continued to sell with, now we've had like kind of 1, 2, 3 legs down now, and now we're getting market bottom indicators coming through. So it's quite likely with these that we can start averaging into these, getting a move up higher, and that's certainly possible to profit throughout maybe throughout the Asia session. So we'll see how things develop on Bitcoin for the morning. You can see there's a fantastic sell opportunity here on the DAX that we could have got right at the market top, bang, from there, and all of that profit, even though these here would have offered even small amounts of profits. So you can see here a couple of entries at the top, and they're still banking 32 points there. What's this one saying? What did this entry do? So here, again, picked the absolute top on there, a small scalp available, 14 points into profit. And I can assure you, even though that's, it looks small, just simply because of the, the variety of the move as things progress. Once the market opened here at 8 o'clock, really saw a bullish move before the absolute market top was picked. And there was a superb trade available if you kind of just shorted that from the absolute top of the day. Which is always great to see when the market when our strategy can pick out the daily high and profit from that, then you know you're on to something good. Pound JPY, how did things play out on that? Nothing available on the 1 minute chart here. A bit of volatility there. I don't know if that's just a broker or if that is how the market reacted. How did things go on the Nikkei? Nothing available on the Nikkei. And here you can see the S&P 500. There's a couple of great entries on there lately, just over the past couple of hours. Both of those in profit already, and that would have been a very nice little trade there if you were able to take it. A short on Tesla from today was available, so you'd have had a little bit of drawdown, but overall in the day ended positively. How did we go on today for? Yeah, so we already kind of watched that, already saw that. Didn't get an opportunity, even though those similar opportunities in the indexes would have happened. We didn't get anything trigger for the NASDAQ, but that's fine. And again, we didn't get anything on the Dow Jones. Oil, what did oil do for us today? Nothing on oil. Nothing kind of played through on oil. And on gold, did anything play through on gold? Nothing kind of triggered for gold for today. Even though a large market move, didn't manage to get into that. Certainly not on the 1 minute anyway on our normal strategy. I'm sure, as you can see, there are opportunities if you did want to drop down onto the smaller time frames. I'm sure that they would have been able to offer you some nice entries. So already 1, 2. So yeah, a couple of buy entries there. Yeah. Do we have a look through the Forex market? Let's go back to our 1 minute chart, see how things went on here. Did we miss anything? On here, again, on the 1 minute, on a normal strategy, normal time frame, did not see anything come through. I'm sure on the smaller time frames, they would have been picked up. That's usually how things work. Yeah, so some fantastic bottoms. If you were willing to drop down onto these smaller time frames here, you'd have been able to get essentially the absolute bottom of the day. Profit the best part of 100 pips as things currently stand, and certainly was 100 pips on the table because things went up here, 112 to be precise, if you were able to get into that and hold it for the majority of the day, which is always a great move. So that's one that was on the offer. So yeah, the absolute bottom again actually was picked on the dollar Swiss. So it really kind of picked up that dollar move, that strength in the dollar that went through. And we'll kind of see that as a theme. If we go on to the DXY, you can actually see it would have picked the bottom on the DXY. You can see that, and that's why the dollar pairs are getting such strength, and the cross pairs with the with the major pairs with dollar involved, then you would have seen the opposite moves. But yeah, you can see dollar getting picked absolute bottoms on that one. So yeah, we've kind of seen, so there's two very nice moves here on the dollar Swiss. We've got this one here, it still offers about 20 pips trade, and this one offering 58, 60 pips. Brilliant trades, both of those throughout the day. Did we get anything pop through on the Canadian USD CAD? Actually, here you can see some short trades were picked out. I'm sure we would have got lots of entries onto. Would have been a busy day on USD CAD. Didn't, for one reason or another, didn't kind of get time to look at that with what else we were trading. But it's great to see that there are opportunities available here, even just profiting as things currently stand, 12, 15 pips on here from some of these entries that were just even offered in kind of aftermarket trading. Some brilliant opportunities to average into this trade and would have been able to profit even if you take kind of a middle area of there, where would we have got at least 50 pips on the table. Superb to see. So let's have a look. Did we pick an absolute top in the market? Brilliant on the New Zealand dollar. Would have been the flip side to what we saw with the dollar strength. The major pairs with dollar strengthen would have sold off. Pound, yeah, we already looked at pound, and we actually got involved into some of that, but didn't profit with the full move. Nothing on pound, New Zealand dollar, but pound definitely gathered strength throughout the day, just not as much clearly as the dollar. Didn't see anything come through on the 1 minute charts for the euro, and you can see here where are we at. No, there was a short opportunity on there. Probably certainly a smaller one there, and as things kind of went through, did we actually get the absolute top marked out? Yeah, pretty much. If you'd have dropped down onto the second charts, we would have done. Euro yen kind of just traded sideways, no opportunities to pick market tops or bottoms there. Interestingly here, let's have a look. Some good action happening on the euro pound market, very volatile up and down throughout the day. Bit of a struggle. Would have been a roller coaster to trade, but certainly made easier with these alerts, as you can see. Bottom picked out and bottom picked out twice there, third time here. So even though these would have been short trades, with the volatility on offer, here a small drawdown, but certainly profit available. So even throughout that absolute car crash of a market, which would have probably whipsawed everybody who was involved in it both ways, and would have probably nailed lots and lots of traders to a post there. Good to see you can navigate those markets. Aussie dollar, fantastic trade available. Just around about just before the US market open, superb trade, market top of the day picked, and could have been a potential 75 pip trade on there. So that would have been a very nice stress-free trade, straight into profit, no drawdown. Not really anything available today. There's just some trades on the short side that, if you wanted to hold them throughout the rest of the day, would have actually profited from yesterday, but nothing from today. And again, same for Aussie yen, Aussie Swiss. Again, nothing. There's not too much happening on Aussies apart from just that dollar move that we saw. So lots and lots of trades available throughout today, and plenty was available in terms on the markets. We managed to get some of those moves, certainly not all of them. You're never going to get all of the moves in a market. Quite honestly, I don't have the energy to sit at a chart for all day, so I kind of able to get in and out on these moves as they happened. As a cross section, what can I learn from today? Generally, probably holding trades a little bit longer would have made our profit today was substantially higher, but we've still come out of the day pretty good. We've won 100% of the trades that we entered, so that's always great. So other than that, does anybody have any questions? Do we have anything that you would like to take a look at? And just kind of anything that you'd like to ask why we are on the live stream today. Use the chat feature there, ask any questions traded related, and we will be more than happy to answer them. But let us know as well, any trades that you took today. How did your accounts go? Is it a winning day? Is it a losing day? We all have them at times, so it's not anything to worry about. Also, any feedback that you guys have for the stream? Is this something that you found useful and interesting? It's something that I do every day anyway. I always review my trades, look and to see how could I have played a little bit better in the markets. Is there any lessons that I can learn? I try to do that every day on my own anyway. But certainly some feedback that we've had is that other followers do find that useful to kind of watch and see and go through. So I'm more than happy to do it publicly and kind of do this process on a stream with you guys if you find it useful. Have a look through the crypto markets. Was there anything available on the 1 minutes? Excuse me. Ethereum got a small bounce from that market bottom there, but those things currently stand pretty flat, pretty straight. XRP. How did things go on XRP? Overall, the crypto market has fallen off significantly today. Some bottoms being printed here on XLM, on Stellar Lumens. Brilliant trade here early in the early hours of today. Sorry, could have picked up a nice little bottom there. 3 market bottom indicators been recently on there, so I could imagine there's going to be some profit available on that one. Some nice shorts here on Chainlink. Would have been able to bag some pretty decent profits, especially that one there. That's a fantastic entry, isn't it? They're picking up an 11% sell-off in the move. Wow. Especially if you took that on any sort of leverage, you'd have been smashing today. It would have been a champagne day today. Bitcoin Cash. Doesn't really like the market. It's hard to see. Oh yeah, would have picked out the tops on Bitcoin Cash. But it's quite an odd. I don't think a Bitstamps a dodgy exchange for charting, so probably best to ignore that. Litecoin Getting ourselves some bottom indicators coming through lately. So again, probably a bounce coming from some of the altcoins. EOS, nothing. Wrapped, nothing. Tezos. Tezos, I don't know if anybody knows how to pronounce that, that'd be better. I don't quite know how to. So apologies for murdering the pronunciation. But yeah, it looks like there is a bounce coming in quite a few of the altcoins now. A very nice bottom that already picked out there on Uniswap. There's already been one earlier there as well. ETC, same type of thing. Compound, exactly the same. Even though we're not picking out some of the sell-offs. Certainly getting the bottoms here, getting marked out. Very nice. NoX, fantastic sell-off picked out there, essentially near the market top. Didn't get the absolute market top, but that's absolutely fine. Loopring, what an entry that was right at the top on the market top for today. And we are now starting to pick up the bottom end of that, seeing if we can get into some entries there. Same type of thing happening here on Cello. GLT, nothing really happened today. Getting into some sushi swap, some market entries coming through there. And these are coming through very, very nicely. To see this more widely, probably a good way to do it is to see here on the crypto market cap. And this excludes both Bitcoin and Ethereum from the market cap. And so you're really just looking at altcoins, some of the lower cap altcoins. And you can see that entire market around the altcoins are looking at a similar thing. And that's what we saw when we were scanning through some of those trades. So you can just see exactly how this could have played out, and ultimately a picture of the market was unfolding. Once you add Ethereum into this, because this is the crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, you can see a similar story, but obviously not quite as many grabbing the bottoms. And if you put Bitcoin into there as well, even less kind of. So this is the total market cap of cryptocurrency in total. So you can see a big sell-off happened overall in the crypto markets. So some of these opportunities would have been picked up. So I think overall we're going to see somewhat of a bounce in the crypto market. But yeah, so some sales coming, but they'd have been low in the sell-off. So yeah, overall I think that's what we'll end up seeing. Bitcoin dominance has gone through the roof. So this is something that we typically see whenever we are watching. So if you see a big sell-off in the market, that's typically given by Bitcoin dominance is going up higher. So that's a flight to safety, because what people are doing is they're selling altcoins and moving into Bitcoin. Okay. Then from there, some people are selling into cash, and that's why you're getting Bitcoin go down. However, you can see that's the route of money in markets. So it goes from altcoins into Bitcoin. Some people hold their Bitcoin and then look to reinvest into altcoins from there. Others will then move into a cash position by selling their Bitcoin. But that's the reason why Bitcoin as a dominance, this is a percentage of the market cap of the crypto market. It's moved up, obviously not a whole 1% there, 0.5% give or take throughout the day, but you can definitely see that is a trend that has happened throughout the day as the sell-off intensified. People moved out of altcoins and into these moves. So when you see the opposite of that, so when you start to see spikes in this and as things go down, that's generally a move. So this I'll make it clear. So this is altcoins selling off. Okay, so that's a sell-off in altcoins when you see that happening. And then if you see the opposite of that, that's where you get to, so like this situation here, 7th, so Tuesday, we'll have a look if this actually comes through. But this is a bull run in altcoins. Let's pick some altcoins. Well, actually, let's even look at here on the 7th. What happened? You can see here the market cap of everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum went up massively. Okay, so this is the throughout. Well, this is the 6th as well. No, this is from the 7th. Sorry. So yeah, you can see that's exactly the altcoin market rallied significantly through those. So you can pick some of these altcoins. Let's say XLM or XRP on the 7th. Bosh, even got the market bottom indicator, picked those out for us on XRP. So you could see throughout the 7th, when we saw that Bitcoin dominance move down, altcoins moved up. So it's just a nice little thing. If some people aren't aware of how to use that, it's a nice little lesson for somebody. Maybe you can use that in your own trading. But for now, we'll leave it at that. I'm going to take a rest and see what we can find for tomorrow's trading. But hopefully you guys enjoyed our stream, and feel free to follow as well. I'm sure, I think if you follow, TradingView updates you when, or sends you some sort of notification each time I go live. Alternatively, all the links are below on the stream that you can follow us elsewhere on the internet, and we'll update you when we go live on there as well. So all the best, guys. Enjoy your evening. All the best.